everyone, it's Ozzy checking in on you again. Are you doing all your fantastic learning? Have you been reading your books? That's the most important thing, isn't it? Spotting those digraphs and those sight words and doing lots of reading. Ozzy's been practicing his counting forwards and backwards from any number within 100. Do you want him to show you? Okay, let's have a look. Ozzy, can you count backwards from 40? Are you ready? Ready? 40, 39, 38, 37, 36. Oh, hang on a second. What are you doing? Are you stopping? What, you want the children at home to do it? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Ozzy doesn't want to count anymore. Ozzy, we'll have to do it later. You can have a break now, but you have to do it later, okay? Do you promise? Good boy. Right, today's story is the dinosaur that pooped the bed. That's a bit disgusting, isn't it? It's by Tom Fletcher and Dougie Pointer. Let's have a look. That's got to hurt, hasn't it? A dinosaur pooping a bed. Danny and Dino had nothing to do. So Danny said, "Why don't we watch some cartoons?" But then Danny's mum cast a shadow of gloom. "You can't watch TV until you've tidied your room." They slumped up the stairs in the foulest of grumps and stood in their room at the foot of Mount Dump. "Tidying this mess will take thousands of years," said Danny, whilst desperately holding back tears. Unless they were going to tidy forever, they needed a plan that was clever. And then an idea popped inside Danny's head. "Why clean up this mess? You can eat it instead." So Dinosaur opened its mouth like a bin, and Dan scooped up the mess and he threw it all in. Toys from the tip of the top of the heap were chucked in and chomped by the dinosaur's teeth. It chewed Danny's shoes. It could not get enough of teddies and cuddly stuff made of fluff. The dinosaur sucked like a humongous hoover, removing the mess like a room mess remover. Vests, pants and socks, and little toy soldiers. Dan laughed as he watched from the dinosaur's shoulders. His fluffy pet hamster, along with its cage, was swallowed in Dinosaur's mess-munching rage. It smushed the CDs, which, on reflection, were far from the greatest of record collections. So Dan didn't mind. It all had to go if they wanted to kick back and watch TV shows. In Dinosaur's head, the bed was a burger, as diamonds would look to the greediest burglar. In one dino bite, the bed disappeared. No mess left in sight. The whole room had been cleared. Not one piece of rubbish was left to consume. "At last we can finally watch some cartoons!" But Dinosaur's tum cast a shadow of doom. It was full to the brim with the mess of Dan's room. Dino was wedged in between floor and ceiling. It couldn't believe how full up it was feeling. It started to worry. It started to panic. Never before had it been so gigantic. The dinosaur's bottom was bigger than Norway. So big and so fat, it was blocking the doorway. Then Dan started crying. His nose dripped with snot. They were stuck in their room and the TV was not. With pillows and quilts in the dinosaur's gut, its brain didn't have full control of its butt. It knew that there wasn't a thing it could do. one way or another, it needed to poo! The dinosaur pooped more than ever before. All the mess they had cleared was now back on the floor. Shoes, pants and teddies and soldiers and socks with smelly poo lumps filling Danny's toy box. Then Danny saw Dinosaur's face turning red and knew the next thing to be pooped was his bed. It sprang from its bum with a bounce and a bump right back to its place at the base of Mount Dump. Then Dino deflated and unblocked the door, where Mummy was standing, more cross than before. They looked at the mess all around where they stood and knew they'd been naughty, and naughty's not good. So they picked up their mops and mopped up the plops that covered the toys and the vests, pants and socks. If only they'd tidied their room as they should, they'd be watching TV, not wishing they could. So remember, next time you are in front of the telly, you can't watch cartoons if your bedroom is smelly. And that is the end. Now, I hope you're being good and tidying your rooms and doing all the things that Mummy asks you to do before you watch television. So if Mummy asks you to do some learning, make sure you do it and then she'll let you watch TV. She won't let you if you haven't done it. Shall we have a look at some words? And in the dinosaur that pooped, there's some really long words. We call these long words polysyllabic because they've got more than one syllable in. Some of them might have 3. Let's have a look and see what we can find. First of all, I came across this long word, so I broke it up because that's the easiest way to handle long words. Let's read the first bit of the first syllable. Ready? D-E. D, f-l-a-t, flate, and it's an ed ending. Deflated. Deflated. That's a long word, isn't it? I knew to use a here because deflatted didn't make sense. But I know that deflated is when something goes down. Like when your armbands deflate after you've been swimming. Let's have a look at the next polysyllabic word. Read the first bit with me. Un. Our first syllable is un. Block. Unblock. Unblock. And it's another ed ending. Unblocked. Sounds like a t, doesn't it, that ed? But it's not. It's definitely an ed ending. Unblocked. Let's have a look at this word. We've seen this one before. Let's have a look. We've got a G saying j, j. We've got a letter I, and he can say his name, I. J, I, jai, g, a, n, gan, gigantic. Gigantic, that's right. That means really big, doesn't it? Do you remember that? This is our body part. This word is part of our bodies. And I like this word because it's got the digraph that we normally think says ow. But in this word, he's saying one of his other sounds. He's saying O. Ready? Sh, o, ult, should. Then we've got our digraph shoulders. Shoulders. Do you remember where your shoulders are? Over here, this long word has got 2 digraphs. Con, s. Did you spot it too? That's right, the split digraph. He can say you, can't he? S, you, He can say oo as well, but in this word he's saying you. Consume, consume. That means to eat something, consume it. So probably this morning you consumed your breakfast, right? Well done. This is a very long word. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 syllables, I think. Should we see if we can read it? Desp. Desp. one of my joins. Desperately, desperately. That means when you need to do something really quickly, like if you need the toilet desperately. Ready? How many syllables can we see in this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe it's 4. Let's have a look. It's dis, app, dis, app, ear, disappeared. It's funny, isn't it, how the ed ending sounds like a d, disappeared. But it's not, it's an ed ending. And the last word, I think, has 3 syllables. Swa, oh. Oh, it's a tricky saying oh. Swa, oh, d. Swallowed. Swallowed. I think that dinosaur's going to swallow a bed in the story, so watch out, he doesn't come to your house. So your activity today is to see if you can write a very short story on what the dinosaur might do if he came to your house. What do you think a naughty dinosaur might do if he came to your house? Ozzy, what do you think he'd do at our house? What was that? Dig up our garden? I hope not. That would ruin our carrots, wouldn't it? So, let's start the story. How could I start a story? Yesterday. I'm going to pretend it happened yesterday. Yes. Yesterday. Is that right? Is that how we spell yesterday? Does it look right to you? Yesterday. Or dinosaur, a split digraph, there's our sight word to my house. Full stop. Did I get my capital letter? Did I get my full stop? Have I got my finger spaces? Will you shout at me if I make any mistakes? Okay, I'll hear you, all right? Yesterday a dinosaur came to my house. And what was that, Ozzy? You think the dinosaur's gonna rip up our garden and eat our carrots? Okay. He went into... You're shouting at me! What have I done wrong? You're right! I've forgotten my finger spaces. Don't worry, I'll cross it out. He went into the... You're shouting at me, why? Oh, the is one of our joins, isn't it? He went into the garden and there's our joining word and dug up all. What do you mean? You're right, all does have 2 L's. All our, there's your common exception word, our, that means it belongs to us, our carrots, carrots, full stop. Can I make that sentence more exciting? He went into the garden and dug up all our carrots. What sort of carrots were they? Tasty carrots? Yeah, let's put tasty in. I could hear some of you saying orange, that's a nice word. Should we put orange as well? Tasty, orange, carrots. That makes that sentence better, doesn't it, adding a describing word? Let's read it again. He went into the garden and dug up all our tasty orange carrots. That's a naughty dinosaur. I wonder what things he's going to get up to at your house. I can't wait to hear about them. Have fun writing your stories. Bye!